diesels, turbos, and a supercharged V6. The XF now has 3 engine offerings to satisfy a variety of tastes. And of course, the big XF news this year is the introduction of the all-new Sport Brake wagon. But if you prefer a sedan, this is exactly how I'd spec mine.
I like Jaguars. Well, not the F-Pace so much, and come to think of it, the XE didn't impress me either. But the F-Type, XF, and XJ are cars I would seriously entertain purchasing if I could. They're exclusive, powerful, and as my British friends would say, bloody sexy. I reviewed this same exact car last year, so I won't rehash all of my thoughts, but the XF line does see a couple of changes this year. First, there are the engines. The base model is now known as the XF25T with a 247 horsepower 2-liter turbo. Then there's the 20D with the diesel, the 30T with a 296 horsepower tune of the 4-cylinder, and this, the S, with a 380 horsepower 3-liter supercharged V6 with or without all-wheel drive. It'll do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds flat, so yeah, it's quick. Not quite as snappy as a BMW 540i or a Mercedes AMG E43, but it gets the job done. With the 8-speed auto, it returns a respectable 20 mpg city, 28 highway. So I said earlier, this is how I would spec mine, and here's exactly what I'm talking about. The XF S all-wheel drive in Yulong white, ebony light oyster interior with carbon fiber veneer, black package, 20-inch gloss black wheels, and a trifecta of hard-hitting packages, the comfort and convenience, technology, and driver assistance for an as-tested price of $79,635. With the power dome hood, red brake calipers, and dual exhaust, how amazing does this look? It's turned a lot of heads and made me the envy of the middle school dads, where I pretend to own it.
As fast and agile as the XF is, it still presents as more of a luxury sedan, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that. Challenge this car on your favorite back roads while in dynamic, and it'll carve them up in big sedan style. And who doesn't love a supercharged engine? So immediate in its responses. The ride is silky smooth, and the cabin is very quiet. I just wish I could hear a little bit more of that famous Jaguar growl. Okay, that's a wrap. You gonna hang around for a little bit? You wanna go for a ride? Okay. I've uploaded this video for only one viewer, and if you're seeing this, you are the lucky viewer today. That gets to see a little bit of the behind the scenes of the drive time shoot. It's very, very scintillating. As you can see, it's a cloudy, windy, and rainy day here in upstate New York. As the cold front approaches, fall will be ushered in later on, getting a little bit of rain today, and possibly some very damaging winds. I've got a big willow tree in the backyard, and I'm a little worried about that. Drops limbs like crazy. And my chainsaw died earlier this year trying to cut up one of those big limbs. So how about you? What's going on? How's the job? Wife and the kids all right? Good, good. Well, they're picking the XF up today, and it needs a little bit of gas. Boys have got to get this car back down to New Jersey, so I don't think a quarter of a tank's going to do. Yeah, it looks dark, but it's 8:22 in the morning. And this is just some mid-fall weather. The leaves will be coming down today. Do the leaves change color where you live? Does it look like this? A little bit green this year. They've changed very late. But with the wind and the rain, they will drop today. So, are you enjoying the Billy Joel channel as much as I am? The Entertainer Live is on right now. If you're looking for it, it's on Sirius XM Channel 4. Didn't know if you knew they brought it back. I'm a big Billy Joel fan, so this has been awesome. This has got the upgraded Meridian sound system in it, so it sounds phenomenal. So many speakers in this thing, I can't even count them. Digital processing, 16 channels, subwoofers. Sweet. Yeah, So I'm thinking I need a haircut, and I might have to go get that done this morning. So maybe I'll take you along on that. You can meet my barber, Dom. Nice guy. I've been going to the same barber shop since I was old enough to get a haircut. And you know what? The price hasn't changed in 35 years. True story. Absolutely true story. Yep. This guy's got a lot of nice cars in this barn over here, except the camera's pointed in this direction so you can't see it. But, yeah, it's got some nice Corvettes in there. Oh, yeah, All About Soul. Good tune. So what else do you want to know about the XF? You're getting this special one-on-one presentation, off the cuff, no script, just driving around, trying to replicate some of those really, really viewed YouTube review videos. I think I'm supposed to say stuff like, the reason this car is worth $80,000 is, or I can leave you with sentences like, I really hated the, and then ... and then you have to watch the video to find out, well, I don't really hate anything. This thing was pretty awesome. I'm kind of a Jaguar guy. Although, I have to say, now that we're getting more on point here, this infotainment system is just not for me. I know I'm not really using it probably like a real owner would with the login, but the in-control apps don't possess any apps that I actually want to use. I would much prefer Apple CarPlay because the apps I like to use are MLB at Bat, which this doesn't work with. I use Napster for music streaming. Yes, Napster. It's a paid service now, so calm down. And this doesn't work with that. NBA app doesn't work with that. My radio.com app doesn't work with this. So this really is dead to me. I don't like it. And frankly, my purchasing decision would be heavily based on the car's electronics. It just would. And so as much as I love this car, and don't get me wrong, I'm in no position to buy an $80,000 Jaguar. But if I was, I don't know if I could do it. I just don't like this. I think it stinks. That is real. That is gritty right there. That is off script grit right there. Well, we're looping back around now. And because it's 8:25, I imagine by going this way, I'm going to catch a lot of traffic on Western Avenue up here heading towards Albany. Bad move, Steve. Bad move. Well, just gives us more time to spend together. I have no idea when the battery will run out, but why don't we hang around for at least that long? There will be more video after this. There will be more discussion of the car. But let's see how long people actually hang around. I've got 99 miles till empty, it says. You good to go? What else about this car can we talk about? Well, it has a rotary shifter that pops up when you turn the car on. The vents pop up. Well, you know what? I probably have already showed all that at this point, haven't I? Probably have already seen all that. You know what's really funky about it? And I don't know, because I haven't edited the piece yet. Who knows where I'll stick this. But you know how you have the hands-free liftgate, which is new for 2018? Gesture control. Well, you have to stick your foot way off to the sides of the car. I've never seen that before. And I imagine the reason they do that is so that you don't burn your legs on the too hot exhaust pipes. That's what I'm guessing. I'm going to go with it. So, what else can we talk about? What burning questions do you have? This car has just about every option, with the exception of something I think called the... I don't know, there's one package it doesn't have that includes rear sunshades. There's no USB ports in the back. Instead, they've still got the 12-volt outlets. I think anybody would rather have a USB, don't you? This has the heated windshield too, which if you've ever driven a Jaguar or a Land Rover product with the heated windshield, it bothers your eyes a little bit because there's these teeny little lines that you can see. I don't know. After a while, you kind of get used to it. I'm sure it would be nice to have in the winter. Well, shall we end this video now that I'm at a stop sign and heading home? I hope you enjoyed this special interstitial here on Drive Time.
So here is the aforementioned gesture-controlled trunk lid with its sensors placed far to the sides. And the 2018 car also receives the driver assistance technologies, forward vehicle guidance, and forward traffic detection. Driving modes include Eco, Normal, and Dynamic, as well as something Jaguar calls All-Surface Progress Control, kind of like Land Rover's Terrain Response, but for on-road. The gauges have 3 selectable layouts, and the touchscreen has dynamic pages for tracking performance. And when driving for sport, you can suck the side bolsters in to hold you in place. It feels a little big and heavy at first, but trust it, and its reflexes will surprise you. This isn't the easiest car to see out of, so the 360-degree camera is a welcome addition. I like cars that do stuff for me, so I appreciate features like auto high beams, rain-sensing wipers, adaptive cruise control, traffic sign recognition, and park assist. If you're sitting in the back, there's plenty of room for a midsize, and the seats are sculpted for greater comfort. An attention-grabbing Jaguar with a luxuriously mild purr that can be driven year-round? Who wouldn't sign up for that? For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammis.